Welcome to the Big Easy. Today in New Orleans, Louisiana, Caesars Superdome, home of the RNL Carriers New Orleans Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Louisiana's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Mooney. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
So Kennesaw State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game, he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage piece.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Barry Johnson.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Nice move to keep running. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to pass, it's Mooney. Setting up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's second down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Complete. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. First and 10 coming up. Back to pass, it's Mooney. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They booted away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Coach.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll throw on third and short. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown!
The running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hartman. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Finds his man, it's Hartman. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Raging Cajuns are on the move. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Got his man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just need to crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Barry Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Plucks it out of the air. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Barry Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Clay. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Kennesaw State right back to work. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Orleans Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Great job by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees those defender commit. Boom. Hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's Mooney. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. He got it. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Got it in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Owls. And the stomping has commenced.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
35, Louisiana, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quickly to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Raging Cajuns getting set on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Lowers those pads. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad and...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The inside handoff. He's in open space downfield. And he'll race it to the house. They go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got him downfield. Turning it on. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are.
You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Kennesaw State, 49. Louisiana, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking for a man. It's Mooney. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
There he goes! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. He lets it fly. Got it! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
56, Louisiana, 24.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick spin on the line. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Right back to the well. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Dropping back, it's Mooney. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Raging Cajuns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way behind. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this. Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point was good. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Defense looks like they're coming. Back to throw, it's Mooney. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.